Today we are going to talk about the second episode of Season 2 in Teen Wolf, an episode that throws us deeper into the chaos, mystery, and horror that's rapidly tightening its grip around Beacon Hills. But before you think you've seen it all, wolves, hunters, and shapeshifters, this episode adds an eerie twist that turns up the fear factor. Imagine your worst nightmare hiding in plain sight, someone who looks like everyone else, acts like a regular kid, but is being hunted by a supernatural force. What happens when the monster doesn't even know it's the monster? And what if the danger isn't from a clawed beast in the woods, but from something inside your own house? The pacing here is intense, the fear is tangible, and the stakes are rising like smoke from a fire that no one knows is burning yet. As the pieces of this supernatural puzzle begin to shift, one wrong move could get someone killed, or worse, expose everything. This episode is more than just a continuation. It's a warning shot, and someone, or something, is already watching. Welcome to TV Series. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notifications bell for more videos. Now buckle up, because this episode has everything. Suspense, scares, heart, and just enough chaos to keep your eyes glued to the screen. We open with a panic-inducing scene. A teenage boy, Isaac Leahy, buried alive inside a freezer in a cemetery. Dirt is being shoveled over him as he screams for help. His cries are muffled, and just as you're about to panic on his behalf, bam! Scott saves him at the last second, dragging him out. You'd think that would be the scariest part, right? Think again. The episode pulls us deeper into Isaac's story. He's the shy, quiet kid we barely noticed in the last season, but now he's front and center, and in serious danger. It turns out he's a newly bitten werewolf, just like Scott was back in Season 1. But the difference is, Isaac's home life is a horror show. His father is physically abusive, and now with Isaac gaining supernatural abilities, the question becomes, who's the real monster in that house? One scene in particular makes your skin crawl. Isaac's father cornering him, accusing him of stealing, then savagely breaking a glass plate to intimidate him. The broken glass glints in the light like a silent warning. That moment captures the episode's central theme. Monsters don't always wear fangs and fur. Sometimes they live with you, eat dinner with you, and look completely human. Meanwhile, Derek Hale is doing what Derek does best, recruiting. He sees Isaac as an opportunity, a potential ally in his new pack. He saves Isaac from his abusive father, biting him to give him the strength to fight back. But let's be honest, Derek's motives aren't exactly noble. He's building an army, not a family. And every new werewolf he creates puts Scott in a more vulnerable position. There's a cold war brewing between two alphas, Scott, who wants to protect, and Derek, who wants to control. Then there's Stiles. God bless Stiles, bringing the much-needed comic relief and heart to an otherwise dark episode. His interactions with Sheriff Stilinski, his father, hit differently this time. As his dad investigates Isaac's father's murder, Stiles is right in the middle of things. Watching him try to stay one step ahead without exposing the supernatural world is both hilarious and heartbreaking. You can feel his stress through every sarcastic quip and awkward gesture. He's walking a tightrope, and it's only getting thinner. Scott and Stiles are also balancing something new: Allison's involvement. She's no longer just the hunter's daughter, she's actively working with them, trying to bridge the gap between werewolves and hunters. There's a beautiful but tense scene where she and Scott sneak around to help Isaac without alerting her parents. The chemistry between them is palpable, but the risk is enormous. One wrong move and the entire Argent family will know exactly what Scott is, and they won't hesitate to strike. But the biggest threat in this episode isn't Derek, or the Argents, or even the hunters. It's the Kanima. Though we don't fully understand it yet, there are whispers, shadows, and something monstrous moving in the dark. It attacks with a paralyzing venom, and its kills are precise and calculated. The show doesn't reveal its form yet, but you can feel it watching, lurking. The suspense is masterfully built, especially in scenes like the one in the locker room, where Isaac senses something off, the lights flicker, and something slithers past unseen. Goosebumps, anyone? The writing of the episode thrives on the unknown. Every revelation raises more questions. Who killed Isaac's father? Was it Isaac in wolf form? Or was it the Kanima? Or maybe someone else entirely? The way the episode strings you along with clues and red herrings is brilliant. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube in the dark. One standout moment comes when the sheriff interrogates Isaac, and Scott uses his new werewolf hearing to listen in from another room. It's clever, high stakes, and nerve-wracking. You're constantly on edge, waiting for someone to slip up and expose everything. That tension is the lifeblood of this episode. And let's not forget the humor. Amidst all the danger, Teen Wolf never forgets to laugh at itself. When Stiles tries to explain to Scott that Isaac might have been the one who killed his father, Scott just goes, "He was locked in a freezer." Stiles' reply, "Exactly. That's the best alibi I've ever heard." It's these moments that give the show its signature tone, a mix of horror and heart, mystery and madness. As the episode barrels toward its final moments, things get even darker. Derek arrives to claim Isaac, pulling him away from police custody. It's bold, risky, and sets up a clear line in the sand between him and Scott. You can feel the tension building between these two. Derek is all about power and domination. Scott is about empathy and restraint. Their opposing ideologies are like fire and ice, and sooner or later, one of them will burn the other. The episode ends not with resolution, but with dread. A shadow slinks across the wall. A pair of eyes gleam in the dark. The Kanama is still out there, watching, hunting. And the scariest part? No one knows who it really is. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Please like, share, and subscribe for more.